It was great. Jack didn't do any television, and I prevailed on our friendship, which had developed in the interim, to come on the show, and he agreed to come on. He said, "No one, pal, nobody knows who I am anymore." Well, he got a standing ovation. He couldn't have. The show, by the way, was an hour and a half, which was quite a burden as well. But Jack was on for the first hour, and he just couldn't have been funnier, and he couldn't have been more charming. And it was the highlight of those shows. I think it was a real strong hour, and he was terrific, and he had a great time. And it was one of the last major television things he did. When I was working in local TV in Los Angeles doing the weather, and I was doing the Sunday show, the talk show, and Jack, I had never met Jack, but he was my hero growing up. And he was staying out, he went to visit a friend of his out in the desert, a guy named Hy Averback, producer, director in television, very famous fellow, and an old friend of Jack's from the Army. And Hy said, "Hey, there's this guy on local TV I think you like." And Jack tuned in. Well, he wrote me a note. And I'm sitting in my office at KNBC, and I get this note, and the return address says Jack Paar. I mean, it's like a little leaguer hearing from Babe Ruth. And I open it up, and it was just a chatty, "Hey, I think you got a great future, and good luck with everything." It was before Wheel, and it was so great. So we wrote back and forth a few times. Now I'm doing Wheel of Fortune. I'm in my dressing room one night at NBC, and NBC's doing I don't remember, it was the 40th or 50th anniversary of the network, whatever it was, where they bring in all their stars for this special. One of the people they brought in was Jack. So Jack and his wife, Miriam, are limoed to NBC. I'm taping. I don't know anything about this. I'm in my dressing room between shows. And Jack and his wife, and Jack was not a real show busy kind of guy, a real nice man, and he doesn't prevail on people's good graces. And so he's wandering kind of aimlessly through the hallways. He doesn't know where he's going to go. He didn't have a handler with him. And he sees on the door, he sees the name of this kid he's been writing notes to, and someone he knows. And he knocks on the door. The first time we ever met, I open my door, and there's Jack standing there in a tuxedo, asking where the studio is, number one, and number two, could I use your bathroom? So he comes into my dressing room, and I'm in awkwardly with his wife in the dressing room while Jack's in the bathroom. I said, my idol is in there piddling right now. It's a wonderful, wonderful moment for me. But we became very good friends over the years, and to the very end. And it was again, when you're in this business, you get to meet people like that. We were at a party once, and Jimmy Stewart was there when I first started on Wheel, and I said to my wife, "That's Jimmy Stewart." She said, "I know. You have to say hello." I said, "I can't say hello. He has no idea who I am. I'm not going to go say." "You've got to say hello." And she was right. I mean, how often do you get a chance? So I sort of walk up toward him, and our eyes meet, and he said, "Gloria always solves the puzzles before I do." And I thought, this is a great business.